We're alive.
Oh no, and I was scratching my nose. How was your week?
Tiring.
Well, this is This Week in Review, and we missed last night's video. I'm going to go ahead and apologize because it was my fault. Sorry. I can't help it.
Why did we miss last night's video?
Okay, so I had shoulder surgery, and I have been out of work for 6 weeks. My doctor said last week that I could go back to work light duty. The only thing I can pick up is a coffee cup. I said, I'm not drinking coffee. You can have your coffee cup, and I'm going to have my Ozark Trail cup with sweet tea. He said, that's fine. So I called my boss and I said, hey, I need to pick up some hours. And with my work schedule being limited because of my school schedule, I will pick up extra hours in the app. I picked up 4 hours yesterday.
So
5.
Your schedule's 5 hours. You got there 30 minutes early and saved an extra hour.
Plus a 30-minute break. So yeah, anyways, I picked up some extra hours yesterday. Well, I texted my GM to tell her, please clock me in. She's like, what are you doing? Well, we are a package deal because I don't drive. So he looked on the app and he picked up a couple hours.
I saw the 4 to 9 shift, clicked on it, and apparently since 4 to 9 was already taken, it assumed me 5 to 10. Well, I clocked in at 3:30 with her, and I didn't get out until 11 to 15 with the 30-minute break.
But you had already put the thumbnail that we were going to be on YouTube. So you were slightly upset at me. But yes, it's my fault we missed yesterday's live. So we got some extra hours, some extra money, and hopefully within the next couple of weeks, I'll be back on track with work and feeling a little bit better. PT is 2 days a week. Last week was my last week of 3 days a week. And school is 4 days a week. So tutoring is 2 days a week. So it's a hot mess.
And yesterday morning, well, let me back up. Past couple of year and a half, 2 years, I've been wanting to get me a bike. I've only verbalized it, past couple of months. And I picked one up yesterday with a new toy for the car. The 2-bike
carrying rack.
Yeah, for the trunk. And so on my way home, I went by her mother's house to pick up her bike.
My bike needs a doctor. It has sat in the garage. It has dusted, collected dust and dirt for so long that it needs a doctor.
So a bit of WD-40 on it already to try to loosen up the stuff. Joints. Needs 2 new tubes, tire tubes, and a set of brakes, pads, which all together will be about $15. That ain't bad. And that's just to get her going. My bike, on the other hand, brand new, needs a new seat because it's a little too narrow for my big butt.
You can solve that problem.
Yeah, put a piece of wood on it.
Lose some of your big butt.
That's why I got the bike. To help with that.
Okay.
I love you, honey.
So that is what we have been up to this week. No lake, no ocean, no water, no jet skis, no toes in the sand, just toes in the concrete.
No 20 out of 10 perfect dismount.
By the way, I took my phone to the PT office. They weren't too happy with me.
Why?
They were like, well, that's why your shoulder hurts. They
Yeah.
saw the video.
I was about to say your new phone's twice the size of your old phone.
Yeah, that happened too this week. I got a new phone. My other one kind of quit on me.
Then my Android brain figured a way to take your Apple photos off and made it work a little bit better
It's okay.
after the fact.
It's okay.
So, anything else interesting happened this week?
No, not really. Oh, I picked up a cell phone and saw a
Which one? New one or old one or mine?
the cell phone I picked up had a line across it.
No, you didn't. You did not put a line in your new phone.
Not
Brand
me.
new Apple.
Not me. My phones have a tendency to last me 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 years.
Yeah, because you don't do as much work as I do. And you tend to actually put it in your pocket, not in the carrying case. I tend to put mine in a carrying case and not completely put it in, and it falls off the building. So what you trying to say? Mine has a line in it?
I didn't say it.
That's strange because I didn't see it last week.
We can test this theory.
There is no line in my phone right now. You can see it right here. There's no lines in it.
Because it's off.
Okay, there's no line in my phone at all. Y'all can see that. I just showed it to me. There's no line in my phone.
Mm-hmm. Now show them. No. It's on his lock screen. Where he has to put the digits in, there's a line.
Okay, let me try to get to my lock screen if I can do it. Yeah, I just lost my phone. No lines that I can see.
Mm-hmm.
And the thing is,
He's being difficult.
I bought this Otterbox before I bought this phone because I knew what kind of phone I was going to get. I took the phone out of the box, put the SIM card, memory card in the phone, put the phone in the case. Then I activated the phone. So explain to me how an Otterbox will allow my phone to get lines if it's so good. Now,
I don't know.
I don't take Otterbox for granted. I love the brand Otterbox. I had a friend one time.
Oh boy.
And if they're watching, they'll know who it is.
Oh boy.
I
know this person?
Yes. I was driving and he was doing something on his phone in landscape, like a game, handheld game. He got pissed off that it wasn't quite doing what he wanted.
Wait a minute.
Don't.
Is it a friend or is it someone else I know?
You know this person.
Oh, we're using friend as a classification to be nice. Okay.
He took his phone by the corner, threw it forward.
Hit the dash or hit the windshield?
Hit the windshield with the opposite corner of said phone.
That sounds like something he would do. Shattered the windshield?
Windshield got replaced.
Perfect 10.
5 minutes after said incident, he picked the phone up and continued using it like nothing ever happened. Now, the phone was okay, but the windshield, like I said, was shattered. So, the spider web from point.
As
out.
if a rock were
As
to
if-
have hit it.
Yes. Now, this person was like, frigate. Only he didn't use frigate. Hey,
Oh,
hey.
I probably know what word he used. Kind of like fudge.
Only it wasn't fudge.
Kind of like Fraggle Rock.
Hey, nursing our travel bugs in.
Hey!
Do we know them?
I like to watch them.
I love them. I love their videos.
Matter of fact, I need to catch up on a couple because my schoolwork's been getting in the way.
And he says, thumbs up to you, fine folk. And by the way, your video on visiting and going through Colorado makes me want to go back even more. I miss it. I've only got one thing standing in my way. Someone standing in my way. Who does not like the cold? Eventually, I want to get her to go with me.
I've told you we can go. I've told you we're not going to stay there long.
Until you fall in love with it. Garden of the Gods, good hiking place.
Diamond Head's a good hiking place too. We can go all day.
You're speaking of the Aloha State, hon.
I know.
I've not yet been to the Aloha State. Let's see, the Red Rocks Amphitheater is a definite on my bucket list. Just not necessarily to see a concert, just to be there. Just to be there. Just go to southern Colorado. You mean Pueblo? West Pueblo? The entire state is good. I'll admit the entire state is good. Now,
but see, what you don't realize is I've been there. You see, when we left Honolulu, Hawaii in 1993, they put us on a plane and we ended up in California. Mind you, the time difference and the time travel. I was little and we were tired, but my parents thought it was a grand idea to stop at Universal. We stopped at Universal. We did Backdraft. We did Golden Girls House. We did Jaws. We did a couple other things, but I don't remember because I was so tired. We got in a car. We drove. We did Nevada. We stopped for lunch at the casinos. We then went to the dam, Hoover Dam.
did you see the damn guide?
Then we went north, and we were headed north to Vail, Colorado, because there was a really big bake sale in 1993 having to do with Rush Limbaugh and Dan's bake sale. Now, that was a story about how this gentleman wanted to buy this book, and Rush Limbaugh said, have a bake sale. We were headed originally to Mount Rushmore, and my dad loves Rush, so we stopped at Dan's bake sale in Vail, Colorado. My sister on the way up started to get kind of sick, kind of green.
Altitude sickness.
Kind of puking everywhere, frustrating everybody in the family at every little thing. And one of the ladies said, you need to get her down. Get her down. Get out of the altitude. Go and don't turn back. So we left Vail, Colorado. We left the cold. We went to, no, we didn't.
You
We
didn't
went-
go. You didn't
we
go
went-
to O.
We did not go to O. We went to Michigan first to see my aunt, and which is my sister's mother.
Which part of Michigan? The glove or the thumb?
The mitten.
The finger, the four fingers, or the thumb?
We went to the mitten.
Okay.
We went. She worked for Detroit. She worked for Ford. Ypsilanti, and a couple of other places where she had lived at the time. I can't remember where she was specifically. We left there, stayed there extra long due to the fact that my sister was still sick. Then we ended up in Ohio with my dad's parents. Then we ended up in North Carolina with my mother's parents. Then we ended up at Fort Rucker. So yes, I have been to Colorado. I have been to the cold. Michigan, Ohio. I have
During the summer months or the winter months?
during snow.
Okay. Spring or fall?
I have seen it all. I've been there. I've done that. I've determined I don't like the cold. You knew this before you married me.
You can always be like the kid in the Christmas Story, bundle up till you can't move, and all you this is all you heard to see. The only thing exposed are your eyeballs. That look.
And you could be like the kid in that story that sticks his tongue to the flagpole.
Yeah, but I'd make sure I have some hot water with me before I do it. And you mentioned the Golden Girls.
I don't like that movie. I hadn't watched it in its entirety. I've only seen it in bits and pieces anyways. Yes,
You mentioned
the Golden Girls.
My favorite line is from Betty White. Thanksgiving without the turkeys like St. Olaf's Day without the headless boy. I saw that once and it stuck with me ever since.
Yeah. Did you realize that the mother of those four ladies was actually
the youngest?
The youngest.
And she went through the line. They said no. She went through the line again. They said no. She went through the line like what, 4, 5, 6 times before they said, okay, you can have it. And Betty White's still going.
She's outlasted all three of them. Yeah. Oh, she's the last one.
She's in her late 90s and she's still going full steam.
She's just as funny as ever.
Bless her heart.
Bless her pea-picking heart.
Miss Linda Barker's in the house.
Yay!
And she says, "Aloha, Elizabeth."
Hi.
Hey, Conch. How you doing? So, and
Mahalo for stopping by.
I'm still learning.
Translate.
Thank you.
Yes. Thank you. Mahalo.
Hold up. Never seen The Christmas Story. Oh my. How? LOL. Which one? Which one of you two has not seen The Christmas Story?
His family can quote it. His mother for Christmas gave me the DVD, and I'm sorry, but Christmas is too hectic. I haven't sat down to see it. That's why I say it. That's why I say I've seen it in bits and pieces. Thank you, TBS, for the never-ending loop of.
I'm gonna have to get our TV stuck on CBS. Like make that the only channel come Christmas Eve, so that the only channel you get is The Christmas Story.
I mean, I know there's a leg lamp in there somewhere, and I know it's a joke, and yeah.
I don't have a leg lamp.
I'm sure you could order one.
Or borrow a friend of ours, but he won't let me.
He would be aggravated that it went missing.
Since it is the centerpiece of his establishment. Yeah.
And why are you in jail? Well,
There's a story about this leg lamp a friend of mine had.
Yeah. I could hear that phone call right now between me, your mom, and your dad. Why is he in jail? With
And-
whose leg lamp?
And said friend would call his friend, my dad. Your son stole my leg lamp. I want it back.
Yeah. No thanks.
Um,
Hi, sleepy.
another story,
Sorry.
another movie. If you don't stop, I'm gonna kick in.
I know. Sorry.
Another movie that we quote is "Oh Brother, Where Art Thou?"
I haven't seen it. It's okay.
And you've known me for how long?
Quite a while.
Do I need to give the date and time of when we met?
October 2012.
So you're taking 10 years off our time.
2012. That's funny.
We met the 6th of October at 10 a.m. October 6th, 2002 at 10 a.m. You had arrived with an old friend at church.
Anyways, so back on track. Our little conch shell has grown an apparatus due to those that were kind of late joining us.
Yes. I have purchased myself a bike. And in order to get this bike home, I had to buy an apparatus for the car.
Had to.
Because the bike wouldn't fit in the car. And it was already put together.
What do you expect? The car is a crayon. Crayola. That's the other company.
Yeah, that is. That's why I had a. I'm not going to show. It might be in copyright infringement. That's why I held it.
The other company.
You had to, didn't you?
Crayola. It's a white Crayola. Toyota Corolla.
I had to get used to her.
Said it right.
I had to get used to her calling it crayon, the white crayon. I love you to death. But yes, in order to get my new toy home, I had to buy the two bike trunk rack for the Toyota Corolla, and it took me all of 2 minutes to put it on.
So we have figured out we didn't like the big AC. That's going to come out of the car, so that's going to give us more space.
Yes.
We've got the tent. We've got two little box fans. We've got the bike rack. We've got a 3-drawer system for the kitchen. It'll give us a little table for the kitchen. We've got, I took 2 little pots with us for the tent. Took the blow-up bed. Took a couple of blankets. We're kind of packing it full. We're going to need an upgrade here shortly.
Yeah.
It's within 3 years. You could upgrade it to a RAV.
Or
we can't upgrade it to a Jeep. Oh, you want a Jeep Cherokee. You want a Jeep Cherokee. We could upgrade it to a Jeep Cherokee.
I was going to say.
Because the Jeep Cherokee is a toad.
Yes.
So if we upgrade from the Toyota Corolla, the crayon, to the Jeep Cherokee, we could fill it with all of our camping stuff. And it's the toad, so we pay it off. And then we get my Class C that I want.
And we could still use the current bike rack on that vehicle, in which would have a trailer hitch of its own. So if we have that, pull a small little trailer behind us with the living quarters upon it.
I don't know.
Yeah. Or more storage for more. Like the kitchen would be on it. The pantry could be amongst it. So we slowly upgrade.
Well, you need to leave the state real quick and go get a lottery ticket.
I've got 2 choices. East or west, south.
Actually, you've got 4.
Well, close to where we're currently located. We've got,
Our closest location, you have 2.
yes, south and east of us. Georgia and my home state.
Florida. So,
Miss Linda is cracking up.
well, I can't read it from here, so you go right ahead.
Toyota Crayola.
Yes, Crayola. Corolla.
Crayola.
It takes a while. Corolla. Crayola.
But yeah,
The next time you see one, you'll think of me. You're welcome.
Yeah, I'm playing around now. Wear your mask and wash your dang hands.
Nope, I'm in my house. I don't have to wear my mask.
Well, if you should I reiterate that and rewrite it to if you out and about, wash your dang hands, wear your mask. If you walk into a McDonald's, you might get yelled at.
Oh, that happened this week. Walked to McDonald's without my mask because I was a little pissed off because my sandwich wasn't made correctly.
Yes.
She knew I was mad because I was putting my mask on as I was walking up to the counter. Why is it so hard to make my sandwich the correct way? Yours gets made the correct way every time. Perfect little box every time. Mine? Nah.
Not every time.
No.
99.999% of the time.
99.999.8% of the time, mine gets messed up.
I was with a friend in Enterprise.
I went to the kiosk and did it myself way back when, and it got messed up.
The one time mine did get messed up, I was with Preston. Mr. P in Enterprise. And
Free food.
I went to our Enterprise location. We have there's a family that owns about 30.
Yeah.
Give or take 30 McDonald's. And they have one that we like to call the $1 million store. And I walked in and I ordered a specialty burger, a Big Mac sub quarter. That's, you take out the regular meat and put 2 quarters and make it like a Big Mac. He ordered a regular quarter with cheese. I've been into mine, ate it. He been into his, ate it. I looked at mine and saw red in the meat. And he was in the process of about to take another bite, and I hollered, "Stop!"
Wait a minute. Enterprise. Is that the store where you can sit down and eat in there?
Yes.
Ooh.
Yes. And I went back up, talked to the girl that took my order. The manager was listening. I said, "You need to tempt this meat. You need to recheck it." Manager came back and came over and said, "What's wrong with it?" I said, "It is raw. Both mine and his burger are raw." She said, I proceeded to say, "It is supposed to be in this temperature range, cooked for this amount of time." She says, "How do you know that?" I said, "I'm a cook at one of our stores in Dothan." She said, "Crew trainer or crew?" I said, "Crew. My manager is so-and-so. I've got the number to so-and-so. Murphy." She said, "Oh, crap. She turned around. She said, clean those grills. I waited on she reimbursed my food, and I waited on a burger.
Yeah.
And so
when we go buy food, it's a secret shop because we know how it runs.
Yeah.
And a secret shop is going incognito and catching flaws, because if we catch your flaws, it's better than corporate and management catching your flaws.
Yeah. I even told her if this was a surprise inspection, you would have failed.
Oh, most definitely. But yeah. So that was your week. Didn't you run to the radio station as well?
I did. I noticed we were coming back from the lake last weekend, and I was doing my channel search on the radio for our 4 stations, and heard our country station quiet as a mouse. Not the off-air static, like the hiss you hear, but quiet. Told me the transmitter was on, but the station was not running. So
they weren't talking to each other.
No, they weren't. So I went by and I turned it on.
Fixed it for everybody else in the world to listen to country music.
And come to find, when I called my chief engineer, Pops, he said he was trying to do something, and it froze up on him. So I just went ahead and finished it in studio. 2 hours later, not even that.
2 hours later.
Not even
Sounds
that.
like a SpongeBob show.
Between the station and home, which are both in Dothan, 5 minutes apart, and when
if all the lights are green.
If all the lights are green, it goes off again.
U-turn.
And so I got a total of 2 hours of work for 5 minutes of push. Okay, we're back on. Let's go. Oh, crap. Again, push. Push the button. Okay, it's
you were doing other stuff too, so I mean.
Yeah. So that's
not just 2 hours for 5 minutes.
And Nursing on Travel Bug says, "Uh-oh." Or is it uh-oh?
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. That would be Teletubbies. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
I never watched that show, but yeah.
My dad has every single one of them.
Nope.
Tinky Winky, Dipsy.
Did not watch that show. Nope.
Poe, the vacuum cleaner, the baby son. He's got a little flower speaker thing that says, "Hey, time for Teletubby time."
Did not watch the show. I'll tell you a show I did watch though.
Gully Gully Island.
Yeah.
Fraggle Rock.
Yeah.
I got all the seasons somewhere. It's a Small World.
Nope.
Bubba Butt. You know the song that never ends?
That one.
The one that goes on and on, my friends?
Lamb chop.
Some people started singing it not knowing what it was. Now that song is stuck in your head, you can thank me for it later. But while we were working last night at McDonald's, I saw an old coworker of ours.
Who?
Renee. And
yeah, there's a lot. Okay. 4 of our people, 4 of our family members, 4 side, left and went to other stores due to specific issues. 3 of them ended up at the store we went to help last night.
Yeah. Miss Linda Barker said, "See you guys later." Bye, Miss Linda.
Bye. I know we're not on the lake, we're not on the water. It's kind of boring.
But we do have some beautiful scenery here behind us. We've got
photos of home.
Your home. We've got this one of
Hanama Bay.
Yeah, you're gonna have to pronounce them if I can't. And then the one of the Picture.
Bird of Paradise. No, that's not Bird of Paradise. Yes, that is. That's Bird of Paradise.
And then
Anthony Casey, and my favorite is Diamond Head at Night. And then the one above the door, let's see. One above the door is Handmade.
I have to turn to get it out from behind the StreamYard logo. Should I bring it closer? So they can actually see it?
If you want to bring it closer, you got to get a stool. The one on the top corner is Handmade. My mother, back in the 80s, cross-stitched. So she cross-stitched the pattern of the island. She cross-stitched the flowers. And she cross-stitched whales for my dad. Whales and sailboats. So, funny story about this is when they were hanging the photos, I asked them, I made a comment. I said, I'm going to take these photos down and I'll go get silver frames because every picture on that wall is different. And I said I was going to start with this one. She started screaming, she started hollering, she started fussing. She started raising sugar cane, and she said, no, you're not. This one is actually framed in koa wood, which is wood from the Big Island. It is rare. It is harvested only during certain times of the year, and it's made into jewelry boxes, little boxes for rings, little boxes for earrings, jewelry boxes for necklaces. It's made into cedar chest, all sorts of things. It's made into jewelry. But she said, out of all the photo frames, don't tear this one apart. So my other frames back there, the three of them, are going to have a wooden frame to match. It just won't be koa wood.
Yeah, because your outer two are silver, your center is gold.
So, yep. So, for the person, and I hate names.
Mr. Art of RVing.
Yes. Here's my photo. Here's my flower. See? Pretty little flower right here. Yes. I knew your answer of what it was. Under each flower is the name. And the islands have their names and specific points. It's a little piece of home hanging on the wall.
I need to get a little piece of home hanging on the wall somewhere.
As a matter of fact, I have a friend 2 weeks ago. She said she saw a Hawaiian license plate. I said, you mean one of these? I pulled it out of the bathroom wall, off the bathroom wall. I have Hawaiian knickknacks all over the place. It's okay.
Where did she see said license plate?
South Carolina.
So they had to get that vehicle shipped.
Yeah, basically, if you are on base in my home state, you will leave the port and it will be shipped to the closest car port. That's what I call them. To your next duty station. My dad's next duty station was Fort Rucker, Alabama. So our car ended up, one of our two ended up being shipped to New Orleans. No, hold on. In 87, when they came back from Hawaii, one of our cars was shipped to California so that we could drive it across, and then one of our cars was shipped to New Orleans. So we actually had two different cars going in two different directions, and they had to go pick it up. But anyways, she was in South Carolina when she saw it. So,
Do I know this person?
yeah, you met her older sister. I don't know if you've met Erin.
That's to be investigated.
Mm-hmm.
And I missed the comment about 5 minutes ago. Nursing Bug said they got to go investigate a possible propane leak. Ooh, that ain't good.
That's not good. That's hurry up and get away from the camper.
Yeah,
Call 911 while you wait.
get out of the camper, and make sure the two youngins are out too, and any possible pets. And find the leak as you're calling 911 or the proper authority.
I actually saw a travel video this last week that they were at the little house on the free house, and they had a propane leak. They called their propane company. Their propane company said, hang up from me immediately, call 911, get all kids and all animals away from the vehicle as far as possible. They had a couple of fire volunteer communities come out and help them drain the tank. And they were able to drain the tank enough to turn it off to get it looked into.
And at least everybody was safe.
Mm-hmm. See, and I watched so many different people, I can't even tell you who that was this week. But I actually did see that this week.
Was it one of our channels that we watch, or do you know?
Mm-hmm. One of my channels that I watch. Well, you've added my channels, so yeah.
We've been on now for 42 minutes.
I think we've rambled
Yeah.
long enough.
So next time we might have a little bit from my home state. We done a show and tell of your home state. Might have to come up for the show and tell from my home state. City, mate. By the way, which island were you on?
The gathering place. Everybody flies in and out of Oahu, unless you're flying in and out of directly the Big Island for military issues.
So that's where you live. Is that where you were born?
Yep.
In military housing? Military hospital?
Queens, the pink one.
I don't know that one.
It's the iconic pink hospital, Tripler, which is the military hospital. But I was born at Queens because I had issues, which was the county hospital. I was breech. I had issues.
We've all got issues, honey.
Yeah, there's a song for that. Issues.
Yeah, I forget who did it. But it was a couple years ago.
Google. Still rambling.
I can't Google right now. So that is it from us. We're going to stop rambling and get off here 44 and a half minutes later. It is currently 14 after the hour.
Oh! I'm not in class for Labor Day. We might be on the water that weekend.
When is Labor Day? Monday.
Not tomorrow, Monday, but
the following
7
Monday.
days. You will have to work. But like that Friday, that that Friday afternoon, Saturday
Friday,
afternoon,
Saturday, Sunday.
Sunday, we might be on the water.
Yeah.
Research.
Moose
dock.
Probably not.
No. I wonder how Matilda's doing. She did have a doctor's appointment coming up.
She does. Probably going to be doing their live stream from the lake. They're again right there near Cody's Lagoon. That's the unofficial official name for it.
Mm-hmm.
So when they come on, if they come on, I don't know whether they are or not, but check in. When they come on for their live stream, they're probably going to be from Cody's Lagoon off Lake Eufaula. The Aloha Conch is going to be watching RV Underway. I was so close to messing that up, but I recovered it pretty darn quick.
I noticed your words started to space out for a minute.
But RV Underway is going to be doing, probably most likely doing their live from Cody's Lagoon this week. So tune into them. They, I believe, already have a video out or they've probably already got the thumbnail up. I'm trying to look it up before they do have their newest one of the riddles first year in review. So y'all go watch that if you haven't already. Actually, that's going to be their premiere. That premiere is going to be tonight, probably in replace of their live at 3:00. So y'all go watch that at 3, and we'll be in there with you.
See y'all
from the Sticks and Bricks.
Later, Gator.
Aloha also. Bye.
Mm-hmm.
Aloha, Conch.